Oh God, no. Um, no, anything but that. Child, how can you see with all that light? There we go. Please don't. Well, please don't put negative messages in the chat. Um, that's not me asking either. It's somebody else telling you. You know who. Right. This is Daily Sag. I've had problems with the camera. I've got an eye infection, so I'm not putting me screech on. We've got Chariot. Clarified by 8 of Wands. A very good card. Well, I'm not going to explain that. So the issue, or the running gag, is that's a chariot, and that's called swiftness. There's a clue. Now the 9 of Wands is called cruelty, strangely enough. But instead of taking the 9 of Wands as somebody who's in the thick of it, you know, just like, is this ever gonna stop? Let's look at it the other way. If you are being Yankee Doodled, you've got some serious stamina. Don't ever forget that. They don't give you more than you can cope with. It might feel like shite Mageddon, but it possibly is, personally. But you will get through it, you will find a way, and you will get to the 10 of Wands, and you'll be able to put it down. But if you have faith, whatever you believe in, so long as it's above the table, if you have faith, you won't be given more than you can cope with. It's nobody's intention to sink you, it's to test your faith. And if your faith is being tested, then feel honoured. I'm not going to say any more than that. To clarify this test in faith is the Knight of Wands. See, you've got possibly the 2 most disruptive Wands cards. The 5 of Wands is obviously disruptive, but at the business end. Let's see. Now, up here at the top, your aim is to bring an end to everything that's associated with that. Excuse me. And you've got the King of Pentacles. So either you're going to get some help in that regard, like a boost in faith maybe, if faith is your currency. Or it's resources. So maybe somebody will bump into you and say, oh, I know. I know how you can sort that out. Bump, there you go. Oh, no, that's on me. No, I can. I like to help where I can. Life isn't always transactional, is it? So the overriding flavour of this was the 5 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. nice and earthy there. So this experience is a grounding experience. Um, Now the Five of Pentacles is a natural magician card. It's Taurus's magician. And the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, the princess. All right, princess. Princess of where exactly? um, that's message. That's a message about resources. So it's almost like rags to riches. Richie ho! I'll play with your cousin Paulie. So down the bottom we had Seven of Swords. So what extra effort do you need to put in down here to get up to the top there? Well, know who's Yankee Doodling you and make sure that you move in silence. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, she's got the horn now, hasn't she? So that is third decan Sag, first two Capricorn. So maybe you're going to get some assistance from a Sag or a Cap. Who knows? That's not mine aspirin inhaler going off. That's somebody reversing the street outside. Now what's going out, or what has taken place? He is coming. He has come into play. And the energy is moving out, but the result of it is going to be all over this. So the moment has happened. And that's the card for sort of lightning. So that is the current energy. I mean, if you think about how does he show his anger, well, it would be a little bit like that, wouldn't it? I'm guessing. Not far off it, anyway. So, if you felt a little bit of coup de foudre in your recent world, so we've got the Hierophant with the Two of Pentacles. Lemniscate. Now, as he sent down that lightning, what do you think he dropped for you? Looks a bit like a key, doesn't it? So the key is there for you. You just got to recognize it. It might not look like a key. It might look like a wand. It might look like steak and chips with some peas, some horseradish, some mustard. Oh, and some. Some profiteroles would be nice for dessert. Oh, maybe just a glass of red. I don't know. So anyway, whatever it looks like. I hope you use it wisely and you enjoy it. So what's coming in? Ten of Cups. Just in time. Because we're coming into Ten of Cups time in the wheel of the year. I love your cups. And what's clarifying that? Queen of Wands. If anybody knows how to pimp her cups, it's the Queen of Wands. And that's what's coming in. If we're going to sum all that up in a bumper sticker, Queen of Swords. Now this amazed me. This Queen of Swords. So is that an external Queen of Swords, an influence on Sag, or is it Sag inhabiting Queen of Swords energy? Well, I'm guessing it's Sag inhabiting Queen of Swords energy, because we've got the Nine of Cups, which we're currently in now. Happiness. The air sign Queen of Swords doesn't do happy. She does snappy. Happy snappy. Snappy snaps. So I think this has got the Sag tongue-in-cheek, shoot from the hip, no BS humour, which a lot of people don't get, surprisingly. There you go. So that sums all that up. I think Sag is doing an awful lot of things tongue-in-cheek, and the right people will see the humour in it. The wrong people might take offence. Well, tough ladybags, as far as I'm concerned. Now, the stage that this has been set on. No, this was quite something. The card for transformation. And number 20. So you got 12 and 20 there. That's quite a statement. That's the stage this has been set on. Now, what is your biggest strength? 5 of Wands. Strife. And, drum roll please, ladies and gentlemen, if you please, number 16. 1 and 6 together is 7. Good number, 7. We've already had him, well, his number out. We've had him out. There's his number. So because this is your strength position, and you've already got the issue of the running gag is the 9 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Oh, these, sorry, God, stupid me, sorry. I'm still getting confused with the words in this deck. That's not the Knight of Wands. That's the King of Wands. That's the King of Wands, isn't it? So this 9 of Wands position, it means you've got some extra oomph to take this 9 of Wands in your stride. That's you're going to get something from. This lightning thing you're going to get. So basically, you see how the King of Wands is challenging that 9 of Wands, the King of Wands. Sorry, let's just backtrack. My mistake. I'm sorry to have misled you. So we've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands out, and the 8 of Wands. And the Chariot. Does anybody stand a chance? I don't know. And if we were going to turn the Queen of Swords into a wand, then I think that's the way to do it, isn't it? Put a smile on your face, darling. Put on a happy face. I once said to a narcissist, "Look, I've seen you smile. I've heard you laugh. So why don't you become the world's first happy narcissist?" And that's when the hand grenades started coming at me. Anyway, but the five of Wands in the Tower, that links up with the 9 of Wands and the King of Wands, to me, in my head. That is similar. I mean, that when you look at the 9 of Wands and what the King of Wands is doing with the 9 of Wands here, that it's symbolic of the strength that you have got. This is your strength position. The Sagittarius have had so many towers. Come on, a tower a day keeps the boredom away. And it's in fire sign colours. Those are our colours, aren't they? Love a dash of orange. But the Strife and the Tower, it's when you've had so many of them, then you're well practiced, aren't you? And you might think, oh God, it's not another one. But actually it turns you into a professional. Anybody who hasn't had many towers won't know what to do. But it's almost like practicing a safety, like a fire safety check. Um, it's going to be like second. Oh, I've done this before. I've done it 100 times before. I've had that many towers. But it's all been training, isn't it? So your highest hurdle. This is quite nice. Ten of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Now, if these haven't, what I'm thinking about is, I don't think it's achieving this, because you've got the King of Pentacles up here. You got the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, you've got the King and Queen of Pentacles and Wands. That's something. That's really something. I think the challenge is going to be how to, if you've been without, this is what, then you've got the Page of Pentacles too. So sort of the overriding flavour of this is going from rags to riches. So I think it's not in attaining. It's not in attaining this. It's about believing that it's actually finally happened, or it's happening. It's in your basket, in your pocket. And it's about, gosh, pinch me. I'm not used to this. And I think because the whole overriding flavour is the rags to riches thing, it's going to be the surprise. And what a lovely surprise. I mean, I've often said 9 out of 10 surprises or secrets are not good, but I think this is going to be a nice surprise. Now, what do you need to know that you don't know? We had the Five of Cups, which is a Scorpionic card, a good Scorpio card. Disappointment. But clarified by victory. Six of Wands. Victory over disappointment. Which is why I'm looking at this as it's shifting your mindset from lack to abundance. And that's what this is all about. Shifting, shedding that. It's like having a quick change, in the theatre. And what a beautiful quick change. You might not have asked, you might have been praying or asking for this change, but you didn't realise you had 2 seconds to do it. Well, ours is not up to us to dictate the timing, is it? So just smile. Just smile. And what have we got here? Well, we've got the Queen of Swords and Happiness. And we've got the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups. It's all working out, I think, isn't it? Now what we've got here, what's lovely about this is we've got the King and Queen of Wands and Pentacles. Then we've got a Queen of Swords floating around with no mate. Until, and she was clarified by the Nine of Cups. So we've got a Queen of Swords with a smile on her face. It can be done, you see. Happy narcissist. But who comes trumpeting through but the King of Cups? So if the Queen of Swords ends up with the King of Cups, because they're the only royals around, then this this Nine of Cups has done a good job on the Queen of Swords if he's going to get together King of Cups, Queen of Swords. Slightly strange pairing, but there you go. Why do I think they're going to get together? Two of Cups. It's very simple. I'll see you up front. I'll be up front in white. I do. Come on, let's get to the airport. That's that. So let's get some other cards out, shall we? Yes, let's. So that's the main Dragaroo. Now, oh, I forgot to get these out. I will own that mistake. Oh, let's have some Celtic mosses. Yep. What's this one here? Nope, we don't want that. Because I don't want any more of these. I think that's all quite safe. Any more would be building the lily, which we don't want to do. Oh, here we go. Super smashing great. Super dupes. Let's have. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm exhausted after yesterday. Oh, blither. Well, I'm going to follow instructions and read all of these. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them in the order and just put them as they fell. So, in your current energy, the minstrel, let your intentions be known. The running gag, seduzione, passion and romance await. Yay! Fine. Will you remember what to do though? It's been a while, isn't it? This is on top of the Ten of Swords. There's nothing. If we've had enough Ten of Swords, haven't we? Which is why probably the King of Pentacles is coming in here. Conflict and danger lie in wait. So, based on that, with the extra energy you need, look at that. Well, Seven of Swords move in silence. So the card that the Madame Endora on that was is the Maiden. A new relationship blossoms. There she is. Oh, she's dusted the windows up. And let's just look at like the past and future energy. Let's put this on here just to clear that out. Rejuvenation and fulfillment. That's nice with a blossoming. What a nice time to have a blossoming romance though in springtime. Let's see what this. Let's have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 7 deadly sins. Count them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put them up here out of the way. I don't know what order they're in. It doesn't matter. So I'm putting them that way up. So I can't see what they are. Let's twine this around a little. Can you see that? No, you'll see enough of it anyway. How are you about? Okay. Which this Ten of Swords at the top and the dagger, the conflict and danger that lie in wait, they're based on what deadly sin, please? Oh, it's definitely over that way. Let's just check it over here. I'm just going to do that so you can see it's that one on the end there. Pride. Right. Pride. So if you know someone who is You can't cope with pride. That's your poison. Let's get the book and see what it says about pride. More than just a march, you know. I best start going to the gym. The Doodle book. Do you know? There we go. No. Well, there's a thing. I had it earlier on. Give me a moment, because I would normally knock it on the head at this point and just put a picture of it on later, but I think today is quite important. Oh, here we go. Yay! So, the Sin of Pride. I was going to open the curtains, but I don't want to put the light because my eyes really rather sensitive. A woman wearing. It's somebody who can't. It's basically somebody who can't come back from their position. Okay. So, a woman wearing a headpiece stands with her back to the viewer, though she can't face you. A demon in a matching headpiece is holding up a mirror so she may see her reflection and adjust herself. The woman is so wrapped up in looking at herself and enjoying her own appearance, she's ignorant that her back is turned to the audience, us. We see these narcissistic tendencies every day on social media. Pride also extends to people who talk ceaselessly about their own life and accomplishments, ignoring those of the people around them. If the sin of pride appears in a reading, it generally points to the reader's inner condition. Well, it's not our condition, it's what's coming at us. It might be a spiritual condition if the suit of cups is nearby. Not. No. A physical condition connected to health or wellness, or a stumbling block for their ego. Well, I think that's it. The sin of pride covers many aspects of the human ego. All should be examined to ensure there are no inner impediments to success and growth. So, shall we have a stab at let's have a Sun Tzu card. Every day. Let's see how you can start the healing from this anyway, from this Celtic healing oracally. That is from the Hieronymus Bosch Tarot. I love this deck. It's very, very green. But I'm going to do like that and two. I don't want to mess these cards up. Take a bit off that and a bit off that, and then put them back together. Okay, so. Wow. Number 12, Mare. Healing the wounds of abandonment and loss of trust. Which, if somebody's stuck in their pride, you wouldn't trust them, would you? So, there's Aligned with the horse goddess Epona, the sacred mare carries the human spirit through our darkest hours. As the great High Queen Rhiannon, she was shamed by her attendants and husband, who blamed her for killing her newborn son. Was that a sacrifice? Because there's a lot of sacrificing firstborns, isn't there? Oh, crikey. When her son is later returned to her, oh, right, she can't have done a good job then. Rhiannon names him Pryderi, meaning for my troubles. The mare signifies wholeness and the end of suffering. Well, that's the Ten of Swords and the dagger. Wow. You are seeking to heal old hurts, anxieties, and traumas. Abandonment or betrayal may have left your heart wounded, fearful, and closed. In drawing this card, your heart seeks to be open free. The mare's enduring strength and stamina to go the distance will support you through the pain and discomfort into renewed awareness and reconciliation, especially in intimate relationships. Well, we've got the King of Wands, sort of kicking down the Nine of Wands here. And your strength is dealing with the Five of Wands strife and the Tower. So that fits in beautifully. And to have the Chariot carrying, I mean, you imagine the lightning, the coup de foudre comes down from above. And instead of just going straight into the ground and becoming, well, being earthed, it gets picked up by the Chariot and carried across the earth. So that's almost like an amazing kind of, and then we have the card for the Hierophant. It's almost like there's a grid. Lightning doesn't just disappear. It's wow. There's going to be some huge energetic spark. Anyway. In the days ahead, you may be challenged by new insights into past traumas. Old patterns may replay themselves in new guises. Memories of the past may re-emerge and seem abhorrent. Consider meeting these challenges as opportunities to grow and heal. With the extra courage and stamina available to you now, you can revisit old circumstances and heal them. Extraordinary insights will not happen every day. However, over time, confidence and hope will be restored and suffering will end. Power will return to you. Well, that's exactly come into the strength position here, the Five of Wands and the Tower. Wow, that I knew this was, I mean, you don't often get a reading as powerful as this. I feel very humbled by being shown this. It's woof. There's a lot here. But because we've had 3 extras up there, let's have a Sun Tzu here. The Art of War cards. The clever combatant looks to the effect of combined energy. Wow. The 8 of Wands in the Chariot. And does not require too much from individuals. The 9 of... Oh, it's the 9 of Swords. I'm sorry, it's not the 9 of Wands, it's the 9 of Swords. Same thing though. The 9 of Swords. Sorry, oh gosh, I've got this eye infection. They look like wands. So the same kind of thing. The nine of Wands and the 9 of Swords are just tricky cards, aren't they? So I'm sorry again, my mistake. I'm just not in the best state. So the clever combatant looks to the effect of combined energy and does not require too much from individuals, which is why in the clarification stakes here. You've got the King of Wands coming in, and you've got the King of Pentacles coming in. So that means you've got energy reinforcement coming in, and you've got resourceful reinforcement coming in. And you got Judgment coming in on top of Transformation. And you got the Tower coming in to floor this Five of Wands. And you got the Queen of Wands coming in to to model your Ten of Cups. She'll be happy. Nice little off the shoulder number. And you got the Six of Wands coming to smash up this Five of Cups. And you've got a smiling Queen of Swords who's going to fall in love with the King of Cups. So I mean, everything is here. It's one of the most complete readings I've ever done. So I'll shut up and finish this guy the third time. The clever competent looks to the effect of combined energy and does not require too much from individuals, hence his ability to pick out the right men and utilize combined energy. I mean, that is a combination of the energy, because you've got Cups, Swords, Wands and Pentacles, and you've got he himself and the Hermit. Excuse me. To nurture your friendships if you're blessed with them. The human condition requires that to be whole, each person establishes a network of interpersonal relationships to help realize their human potential. The true power of friendship cannot really be understood or explained, it can only be experienced. Well, that's Sagittarius in itself. You can learn about it, you can hear about it, but until you felt it, it's not yours. And that's the Sagittarius learning experience. If we feel it, we talk about it because we know it. And Sagittarians tend to talk about stuff that they know and often get twice as much done as everybody else because we're just hyper. But you very seldom find Sagittarians talking about stuff they don't know anything about and winging it. You talk about what you know, because you can stand there, because you felt it, you can stand there and talk about it for about an hour because you felt it and you're talking about personal experience. And you know, as long as you're telling the truth, you will tell that same story the same way every single time. It won't ever change. You know, leave anything out, you won't add anything. I mean, depending on how long you've got. But it's in the experience, isn't it? The old Saggy thing about I seek, I feel, you know. So a friendship network does not grow in a linear fashion. It grows in all directions. One friend is of great value. What then is the value of two? The greater value. But when you look at, that's quite important there, isn't it? A friendship network doesn't grow in a linear fashion. And there you got the Eight of Wands coming in. So the Eight of Wands is very much like the, you know, that Pink Floyd, the prism card. White light comes in and it refracts into the 7 different colours of the rainbow. It's Mercury with Jupiter. So Jupiter is the expansive side and Mercury is the speed. So you've got speed and growth. That's really quite important there. And that's how it comes through the air. But once it, I mean, what's beautiful here is once it hits the ground, and that's the card for Cancerians. But it's amazing. the colour swatch on this is beautiful. Those the same colours, aren't they? So maybe a Cancerian with like big hoop earrings. It's going to come in, I don't know. It's going to come in June. I had to walk all over it somehow, didn't I? So let's have Let's have a Celtic Magic card or two. Ego bish, ego bash, ego bosh. Alakazam. I don't mean I'm not doing anything, but I just like the word Alakazam. So. Please don't complain. I'm bored of complaint. Notebook. Here the book. I think. You can't miss it. It's bright green. Oh, maybe it's in the bedroom. Twas indeed in the bedroom. So where could we do with a bit of, I think we could do with a bit of Celtic. A bit of Celtic Magic, yeah. Avalanche. Well, that's the tower, isn't it? Wow. And let's have one on the struggle. Just the one. Just the one. So we'll just take the bottom one. Tartan. You're tartan about. Ooh. Excuse me. That's a beautiful. I haven't really looked through this deck properly, but that's a beautiful card, isn't it? Red Dragon. Nice. Well, I might see if I can't pinch that as my logo. Nicking other people's work. It's not. Yeah. So, as they say in France, avalanche. Teach you not to pee in the snow, isn't it? That whole village disappeared because of you. Hold it in next time. Obstacles, upheaval, chaos. Well, that is the tower card. It's right on top of the tower card. It's the strife card, the tower card again. Avalanche. Avalanche is always a risk in the Highlands. And up here. How do they pronounce avalanche in Scottish? In winter, some areas are considered so dangerous that snow gates block off roads to prevent disasters. Needless to say, an avalanche can take many lives, not just unwary skiers or travellers, but rescue teams too. In a reading, the avalanche card heralds a time of upheaval and chaos. It is likely to be an event that comes out of the blue, giving you little time to prepare. It's exactly what I said. Sorry, that's exactly what came through for. This is in our strength position. So the message here, and actually other people have expressed it beautifully, other readers, is that get ready, so you are ready. You don't hang on. Be ready, so you don't have to get ready. If you've got a 10 of swords on the horizon, which is what you're looking to knock out here, make sure you are ready. I mean, the other day I said something about if you've got problems or something and you need a grab bag, make sure you've got what you need to get out with some money and a passport and driving, all those bits and pieces. Don't forget, if you need a couple of letters for proof of address and stuff like that, make sure you got your, if you've got a disaster looming, make sure you've got a grab bag, clean pair of knickers and a nightie type thing, it's a sad fact of life, but if you're anywhere near that kind of scenario, make sure you've got one, because remorse, regret, we tend to regret the things we didn't do when we knew we should have done them, rather than the stuff that we did do. So I would hate to think of anybody being unprepared. And I would say, because this is our strength, make it a priority. The dishes can wait, the laundry can wait, anything else can wait. If you're anywhere near that level of urgency, do it. Switch this off. No, because this is probably the biggest message in this reading. Dib, be prepared. So in a reading, the avalanche card heralds a time of upheaval and chaos. It's likely to be an event that comes out of the blue, giving you little time to prepare. It could turn your life upside down for a short period of time before things settle and get back to some semblance of normality. If this card is in the same spread as the red squirrel, it is a clear warning that you need to future-proof your life as much as possible. What would you need if disaster struck? Oh, here we go. How would you cope? Where would you go? It's always sensible to make such plans just in case and make sure family members know what to do. Don't let the avalanche take you by surprise. It's the kind of thing where you're on your phone, so you don't need to do this whole setup thing. Make sure you've got, let's say, the train app or the bus time app, and with the free account, or you've got sort of booking.com on there, and you've got an account, you set up the account with them. So if you're in a crisis, you don't have to put all your details in there. You can bop on there. You've already got the account, and you can go straight into using it, and you can go straight into the timetable. Because the last thing you need to be doing is downloading apps if you're in a bit of a wobble. So that kind of thing I would suggest. Make sure the card that's linked with your Uber account is up to date. Make sure your setting from home is up to date on Uber. Make sure you know the time of the last train or the first train, or bus or what have you. I know this sounds like a bit of it might be something pessimistic, but those kinds of things, if you know them, you don't need to look at them. And if you've got make sure you've got a charger, or if you've got one of those power bank things, make sure that's always sitting in, charging up, not sitting in your bag uncharged. Because that's just when you need it, you're going to kick yourself if it's not there. So when you get in, put your phone straight into charge, so you've got your phone charged up and you've got your power bank charged up. It might be a good idea to get a disposable SIM card, should you need one. But get it now so you don't have to stop off somewhere and get it, and it's just all those little stop off jobs that become irritating. So make sure the security on your phone is up to date, stuff like that. Okay, so the next one is number 13, which is tartan. Oh, rebellion, pride, belonging. Oh, we've had pride here, haven't we? Wow. Tartan is synonymous with the modern Celts and is widely used across the Celtic regions. Although the words tartan and plaid are often used interchangeably, traditionally a tartan is linked with a specific clan or Celtic regiment, so it should only be worn by their members. A plaid, on the other hand, is for anyone. Each clan has its own tartan, usually made up of 2 kilts. One would be a hunting kilt for everyday wear, and the other a dress kilt for more formal occasions. After the Battle of Culloden, the wearing of tartan and plaid was banned. Isn't it stupid what people try and do to force other people to do? As it was viewed as a mark of rebellion. It wasn't until the reign of Queen Victoria that it became popular. Oh, tam o'shanter. When the tartan card is present in a spread, it is telling you to show your true colours and to allow your rebellious spirit to shine. Well, that's nice. So we've got here in the Madame Endoras, we've got let your true let your intentions be known. And with this tartan card, it's telling you to show your true colours and to allow your rebellious spirit to shine. Yeah, everyone loves a rebel. As the cloth of rebellion, this card is advising you to go against the grain. Oh, very Uranus, isn't it? Rejoice in that which makes you different and be proud of who you are. Let me got this in a, don't go there, don't go too far because that's what the problem is up here. So there's pride and rebellion and showing, nailing your colours to the mast stuff, isn't it? I like it when things come together like this. Tartan is the cloth of war. Wow. Have we got war cards? We've got the Ten of Swords is a bit of a war card. The King of Wands is feisty. He's ready to go at any time, isn't he? The Death card's a bit of a war card. The Tower's definitely. Five of Cups is a war card, isn't it? But then you've got the Six of Wands, which is a victory. So, yeah. Maybe you're hunting kilt for day wear, obviously, and then, you know, after a couple of cocktails, when the sun's past the yard arm, you can get into your dress one. So tartan is the cloth of war, after all, and many a proud clansman has fallen in battle while wearing it, fighting for his Celtic values. So it's a fabric that should be respected. Wear your tartan with pride. Nice one. Oh, I like that. Wonder what my tartan is. If I've got one, I'll have to look it up. What's next? So I don't know. A little tidy up on a pack up. A few bits and pieces last night, so not everything's where it should be. Oh right. Let's have a Carl Jung psycho. Finally, I've got the book with the cards in the same bag. Yeah, just take that off the bottom. Oh wow. Looks like the Hierophant. No. Oh, it's the Emperor. Oh, nice one. You're going to come out as the Emperor. I'm not surprised. With three. The King of Cups, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the smiling Queen of Swords pops you up into Emperor status. Oh, I like that. I like that match of the court card. Wow. So let's just read what it says. Archetype of the father, or Aries. And what's lovely about this is that we've had the yeah. We've got the nine of when you look at the timings of the year. We're currently in Nine of Cups time slot, or second decan Pisces, and that's third decan Pisces. So that is the very last of the 36. That's what we're coming into, and we're going to come into it. As that goes out, then Aries pops up. So right there, at the joint, that's the new year. So it almost says we're going to cross that. We're going to cross from the old to the new with love. Oh. Two of Cups, King of Cups. Can't say fairer than that. So I don't think we need a demon card, but to give it an extra kick down the road, let's see if we get an animal card out. Yes, bash bosh, Alakazam. Bing bong boogie. Right, this. There you go. I bet it's a bird. No, it's not. Oh, do you see how that jumped? It's a frog. So, if it was a bird, it would have gone. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm really not. There we go. The frog. Every time a critic said you've got the voice of a frog, to your side I rushed. Now, the frog, you can't put it straight into a pot of boiling water, it'd kill it. But if you put it into room temperature water, then heated up the water, it can almost survive boiling temperature, so it can survive that. Stuff. So actually this frog is what has survived this avalanche, the Five of Wands, and the Tower. So good old froggy. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first. I mean, wow, you've almost got the two extremes of water here, haven't you? Oops, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, the King of Cups, and frog. Take us into, oops, take us into fire. That happens for Cancer into Leo and Scorpio into Sag, and we've got the card for Scorpio down here. The Judgment. So the frog spends its first month of life entirely within this healing element and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, their need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frog tends to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. Okay. Well, I better I'm not going to say that. Better save it for some staff then. Well, I'm going to knock that on the head there, I think. I've had enough. I need to put some eye drops in. It's rather painful. Excuse me. So, well, I hope that was of use. Don't be afraid to say so if it was, will you? Anyway, have a lovely weekend.